So Anthony Joshua does an interview where he talks about his loss with Andy Ruiz. He speaks on a lot of things, but I'm not going to speak on everything in this video. I'm actually going to break it up in parts. One of the things that I wanted to talk about is he brings up Rob Mccracken and how he doesn't plan on getting rid of Rob Mccracken and how Rob Mccracken has been a father to him. And it's cool to be loyal to somebody, but you are in a sport that can take your head off. You are in a sport that can kill you. If he cared anything about you, he would understand where he's limited it when it comes to helping you go forward with your career. And it seems to me that he doesn't have the chops, the knowledge, the know-how, or he doesn't care about you enough to be able to do those things for you. I've made plenty of videos on why this is true. But one of the main things is when I go back and I watch the fight with Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz, one of the most basic things in boxing to learn, Anthony Joshua didn't know how to do. And that would have helped him out. Because regardless if people want to say it is a part of boxing and it is strategic, he didn't know how to wrap Andy Ruiz up when he got in trouble. I seen him try, but he didn't know how to do it. Like, you don't know how to tie this guy up. Matter of fact, trying to tie Andy Ruiz up is how he got knocked down one of those times, or damn near put through the ropes. You know, he didn't know how to tie anybody up. What else makes Rob Mccracken insufficient is the fact that you sparred 8 days out into the fight. You know, it's crazy. Anthony Joshua is honest when you don't want him to be. Okay? And he lies when you want him to be honest. That's something that I noticed about Anthony Joshua, because him denying that he was hurt and claiming he had a good training camp, it's a flat out lie. Every boxer, ex-boxer, or anybody doing anything with boxing says you was knocked out, something was wrong, you didn't have a good training camp. And this has come from people who was in boxing, ex-boxers, trainers. All of them don't come out and say that. You know? And it's funny because he will lie about stuff like that, but then he'll tell you, you know, after I lost to Andy Ruiz, I questioned my ability. You know, that's one of the reasons why I like Anthony Joshua. I mean, of course, because his level of honesty. But I know this is what he chooses to be honest about. He chooses to be honest about the wrong things, frankly. He chooses to be honest about things that can backfire and be used against him later on. So don't get me wrong. It's not bad to be honest. But in his case, it is. And what else lets me know that Anthony Joshua is 100% aware that Rob Mccracken is insufficient in being his trainer is the fact that you reached out to Freddie Roach. You remember that? You can't say you didn't do it because Freddie Roach put it out there to the world. He's like, yeah, Anthony Joshua reached out to me, but I'm not into stealing other trainers' boxers. That was his exact response. Another thing to let me know that you know that Rob Mccracken is insufficient in training you is the fact that you said you're looking to take George Foreman up on his offer. If nothing is wrong, and if Rob Mccracken is the trainer that you need and all this, then why are you adding? Why are you writing Freddie Roach? Why are you reaching out to George Foreman? Because you know your team is inadequate. And I'm going to be honest with you, Anthony Joshua. America has the richest heavyweight boxing legacy or boxing legacy, period. We are second to nobody. We are number one and number two. If I was you, this is nothing against UK trainers, or it's nothing against the trainers or the people over there in Britain. I would go to the people who has done what I'm trying to do and who had a good consecutive record at doing it. You got to come over here and get some of this American training. Really. I mean, our resume speaks for itself. You know, to me, you came over here for America for the wrong reasons. You didn't need to come over here in America to fight. You need to come over here to get some of this training. Seriously. I'm going to be honest with you. I love the UK. I love Britain. But as far as fighting and training fighters, we're top. We're the king. We are the king. Sorry. That's just the truth. So go to where the people have been doing it. You know? That's just what I'm saying. And another thing he talks about is the fact that he says that, look, he keeps acting like he doesn't care where the location is. Look, you got Eddie Hearn saying you don't care where the location is. And then in this interview, you show that you directly care about where the location is. You guys keep this lying crap. That's why it's hard to be consistent. I can't consistently defend if you're even lying to me. And I ain't gonna make me look like I don't know what I'm talking about, or I ain't do my due diligence and I don't do my homework. Everybody know I do my fucking homework. Eddie says this, then you turn around and say that. Who am I supposed to back up? Who's telling the truth here? I don't know. Now, when it gets down to Andy Ruiz was a person that I used to like. But I know a fake person when I see it. You don't go saying Anthony Joshua is my favorite heavyweight. He is the best heavyweight. He's this, he's that. Then as soon as you win, he's the worst heavyweight. He can't box. He's a robot. He's this, that, the third. Okay? I'm going to give you another example of Andy Ruiz's fakeness. He gets on Twitter, talk about, yeah, I ain't going over there to the UK because they this, that, and the third, and they're cheating and blah, 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 blah. Keep in mind, he was saying he didn't want to go over to the UK before Dylan White tested positive for anything. But I'll digress on that. Okay? So he's sitting up there talking about where he doesn't want to go, and he doesn't want to go over here, and he doesn't want to go over there. Then when his fans and people start getting on him and said, dude, you know, I recently became your fan, right? And you're sitting up here acting like you don't want to go here to fight. You don't want to go here to fight. He came to America to fight. What's wrong with going to his backyard? You on that bullshit, Andy Ruiz. Not even 10 minutes later, he comes back with a totally different tweet. Well, you know, it doesn't matter. I'll go wherever they fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm down to fight, blah, 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 blah. Then a week later, he comes right back out again and say, no, the UK, that's not going to happen. Then they're like, well, what about the U.S.? I don't want to fight in the U.S. That's not my backyard. They're like, what do you mean not my backyard? You like you an American fighter. So, all right, so you don't want the UK, and now you don't want to go to New York. No, I want to go to California. All right, so now you want to go to California. Then he went from that to, no, I don't want to go to California, and I don't want to go to UK. Now I want to take it to Mexico. Let me tell you how an Aztec warrior with that Mexican blood in me is supposed to respond. Let me tell you what Bruce Wayne would have said. I would have said this. It don't matter what location he picks because the outcome is going to be the same. You smell me? That's real talk. That's how I know that you really about yours. You know, a warrior supposed to fight on any battlefield. That goes for Anthony Joshua too. But it's not like he didn't come over to America. He did. All right? And he blessed you. He changed your life. I see you in Rolls Royces. I see you iced out. I see you in shades. I see the big ass mansion that you got. You know what I'm saying? You living good, right? Because you got an opportunity. Then you accuse him of cherry picking you. Nobody, when he picked you, nobody said you was a cherry pick. Nobody. Everybody say, damn, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Everybody knew that you was going to give him a run for his money. So how was you considered a cherry pick? That's what, you know you wasn't a cherry pick. You know you got picked because you got skills. So once again, lying on Anthony Joshua, pushing that propaganda, doing that PBC Al Heyman shuffle. And this is why I got a problem with it. But your fans are condoning this crap. Just like Wilder fans condone his bull crap. No, you're not ducking, but you're holding up progress. That's what you're doing. You're holding up progress. And nobody got no time for that. Okay? We've been held up with Wilder and Joshua enough. We need to find out. This needs to come to an end conclusion. How come with all these boxers, right? Don't you find it funny that none of us know who the best is? We have a feeling about who we feel is the best, but we can't get the best to fight the best so we can say, this is the best person of this time, of my time, of this or this era. We don't know because the best don't want to fight the best. And we can keep blaming it on the promoters, but if we keep blaming it on the promoters, boxers need to come out with a sign across their face that says slave. Okay? Slave. That's what y'all need to say. You're slaves. Joshua, you're showing that you're a slave. Andrew Ruiz, you're showing that you're a slave. Because you got everybody telling you what to do. The boxer's supposed to be the boss. You are the money generator. Everybody make money off you. That's your body. That's your brain. That's your speech impediment that you're going to have. That's your brain damage you're going to have. And whatever else is going to do to your body. That's you, not them. And a promoter makes more money than anybody. He makes more money than a boxer and anybody else. So he can make that much off you, but not for 1 second can you take control of your own career in your hands. I don't want to hear that, man. And when it comes to Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, look, as the saying goes, you teach people how to treat you. You keep respecting somebody who disrespects you, which reinforces that you get no respect. I can't respect that. That's how I know they don't respect you. How am I going to respect somebody that I'm disrespecting and they still trying to respect me? You guys are lying about how much power and how much say-so he got in this location. You say he has no power, then in the next sentence you show that, you know, Andy Ruiz is a champ, so he's going to have some say-so and this is that. Did he sign a contract or did he not sign a contract? Can y'all pick the location or can y'all not pick the location? It leaves the appearance of you being soft. And you don't need that no more than what you already got. I'm just being real. Andy Ruiz, if he's really all that, like he said he is, everybody talk all that Mexican this and Mexican that. Last time I checked, Mexicans are supposed to be brave and tough. At least that's how, people in the boxing tell it. Brave and tough and punch like a mule. So where is that Aztec blood when it comes to going overseas and stuff like that? Keep in mind, listen to this. Did we or did we not roast Dylan? No. Did we or did we not roast Deontay Wilder for not going over to Cardiff or wherever that was just to sit in on Anthony Joshua's fight? We roast him for just not attending the fight. We also roast him for not wanting to travel anywhere. And everybody was agreeing on that. Everybody was on the same track on that. But all of a sudden, Andrew Ruiz starts doing the same thing that Wilder has been doing and every other PBC fighter, and all of a sudden it's okay to do. Why is that? You fill in that blank. I've already pointed it out to you, but you fill in that blank. Why is it okay for Andrew Ruiz to be doing the Al Heyman shuffle, but it ain't okay for Wilder, Charlo, Tank, or anybody else? We can see they bull crap through a brick wall with X-ray vision, but when it comes to Andy, it's cool. Why is that? Huh? Why is that? What's so special about Andy that he gets the pass that Wilder and the rest of the PBC fighters can't get? See, the reason why y'all get pissed at me, because I'm most consistent. But I understand Andrew Ruiz is the wrong color. Yeah. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but so fucking what? So fucking what? Y'all know what it is. I don't play dumb for nobody. Okay? I don't play dumb for nobody. As you can tell. But as his newfound Johnny-come-lately fans, y'all should not accept that. But I understand he's the first Mexican heavyweight, which is even more reason you should be on his head, because you have to prove that he beat the real Anthony Joshua. You got to prove that he beat the real Anthony Joshua. Why is he concerned about location? For the same reason he's concerned about his weight. You have to keep in mind, Andy Ruiz just came off of a fucking training camp when he went in to fight Anthony Joshua. Okay? So I don't want to hear the reason why he wasn't worried about his weight when he fought Anthony Joshua the first time, because he got a late notice. But he just came off a training camp. So all of a sudden in the rematch, now you concerned about your weight? Come on, man. You see the signs just like I do. But anyways, that's my thoughts on that part of the video. I'm going to come back at y'all a little bit later with other segments and other things he said about it. You know, that's even if I even choose to still talk about it after this. But for the most part, Anthony Joshua has all the potential to beat Andy Ruiz again. But the reason why I don't have as much faith in him and why I'm leaning towards more Andy Ruiz to win is because Anthony Joshua doesn't have the balls to change his team like he needs. He knows that he needs a better trainer than Rob Mccracken, but he's going to stick with him out of loyalty and obligation and whatever else. And that makes no sense in the sport of boxing. You make the adjustments that you need to make. That's my thoughts on it. Bruce Van, I'm out.